What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Burnout Bobby YouTube channel. Today's video, we're going to be doing the front end on the Grom. So I'm going to be taking off the factory forks, going to be taking off the wheel so I can put on our new fork adapters from TRS, and then also a set of a little bit longer forks. I didn't want to go with the low boys because when you lower it that low, the shifter, if you try to slide your foot under to shift, to raise it, you're going to scrape. It's your shoes, you're going to pull your foot off. I've seen it. You're basically just going to pull your shoe off or break your, personally I feel like you're going to break your ankle. So I'm going to avoid that one a little bit so I can turn. And if in the future I want to put like one of those under cowls under it, then I have some room to do so because I really like how that looks. I don't know if you noticed, but the camera's pretty sturdy today. It's on the tripod. My cameraman is out because today is Monday, Labor Day, so happy Labor Day to you guys. And currently the shop is closed, so I got to myself, no interruptions. In typical Burnout Bobby fashion, I'm gonna be doing a lot of time lapses so I can just wrench down on this. I'll make the videos a little bit shorter, but we'll still see what I do, and then of course I'll stop it and go over, you know, step by step afterwards, like, alright, this is what I did, this is how I did this. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's get to it. Okay, so you can see here, the forks are out, and I know we've already done this in the TRS video, but I'll just show you briefly here. You have 3 Allen head bolts right here on each side. One of them was actually putting up a good fight. It was definitely torqued down harder than the factory settings were. Then all I did was take off the 2 bolts that hold the caliper to the caliper adapter on the fork here. Slid the forks out, got the axle, the wheel, and then the 2 spacers here. So next up, I'm going to open up the TRS fork adapters, slide those up in, put some Loctite, tighten those up, and then I'll get my new forks out. So you can see here, I have my TRS RGS or NCY fork adapters, or Adelan, whichever you choose. Comes with the 2 fork adapters. Comes with 2 spacers here, and then smaller spacers for the caliper adapter, and then it also has the 2 bolts for the caliper spacers. I'm also going to be using the Adelan caliper with the Adelan caliper adapter for this one, which is the 4 piston, so I won't be using the factory caliper anymore here. So I'll be taking this off from the actual lever itself, off the master cylinder, draining all this out, and then eventually I'll be putting on a new brake line, which I have ordered. So let's go ahead and get these on. Look at that. So I got the fork adapters in place, got the forks on, I put the machine spacers in. Got 1 on each side there. See? Ooh. I have to loosen up the rotor bolts, but I'm going to actually do the rest now on the ground because I have it on our little Harbor Freight lift right now. And then next step will be to remove this master cylinder from up above right here and be able to take this out, drain it, because once the new banjo and things come in, I'll be using that because it's a lot shorter of a setup that we have now. So here are the old forks out. Now again, like everything else in this video, like all of my old plastics, the parts that are coming off, this will all be for sale. I'm going to have it up for sale pretty soon, so everybody can go ahead and, if they want something or if they're interested in something, maybe you bent your forks, I don't know, stunting or something. I have these ones here, they're in really great shape. So, it's coming together. I hope you guys are liking this series. I'm having a lot of fun with this. The next bit we're going to do is go ahead and paint the motor. Nice gloss black. It already was black, but it's kind of just chipped off from when they lived on that dirt road. I'm just waiting right now for the weather to cooperate, because I know we mentioned in the last video, but we have a hurricane coming. We might catch over here at the shop the outskirts of it, but right now it's just kind of sitting over the Bahamas. So I feel bad for anybody that lives in the Bahamas, or if you know someone that lives in the Bahamas, or if you visited there and you enjoyed it. You know, just have a prayer for the Bahamas, because they are getting hit right now. It's a Category 5, like 185-mile-per-hour winds. They're just getting hammered. I was looking today, and it looked like a lot of places were underwater. Cars were flipped over. It was pretty serious. So I hope that everybody makes it out there okay. I know it's a tragic natural disaster that we have. So prayers to you guys. Let's get back to this. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me just see if I can show you. You wanna know how dedication is? The owner came in while we were off. I think he came in twice this weekend, knowing that we were gonna get slammed with orders, because we typically do on the weekend as it is. We usually get a little 100, 150 orders. And we have all these buckets, more buckets here, and each one of those black ones holds about 7 orders. So there's probably about 12 of those black buckets, and then more around the corner on the bottom there that are actually stacked up because we filled up the conveyor here. And then on our rack, which is back right there, there's probably about, I want to say like another 30 more orders that I saw that haven't been pulled because we ran out of buckets. So needless to say, tomorrow's going to be a super busy day. Alright, let's get back to this build. I'm going to take this thing off the lift and get it going. Alright, there you have it. We have the fork adapters on. One thing that they tell you in the TRS install video is there's a groove right here, and you want to line it up with the groove that is actually in the fork adapter itself. So when it pinches, when you tighten it, it pinches up the fork adapter as well onto the fork, so that stays in place. Man, that looks good. So I dropped it a significant amount. And the only reason why I haven't put on the new caliper, where the caliper adapter is, I am still debating whether or not I'm going to go with like wheels. I really like these stock Grom wheels. They look really good. Especially once I get the plastics on, I think it's going to look really well. And regardless, I'm still going to take the tires off of this and put some new tires on it. So until I do all that, I'm leaving it where it is. So you can see already in about a week now, I've put on the fork adapters, the forks, the trim intake, the levers, the drag bars here, done the lowering link in the rear, the stretch kit, the swing arm extension, the kickstand, and then also this TRS sprocket cover, which is just probably one of my favorite things. Even though it's just so little, it cleans it up so nice in that area right there. And next up, once I get the opportunity, I'm going to paint this head right here, and the plastic should be here tomorrow, I believe. But I'm just trying to clean this up first. I don't know if you heard that, but there was a bike that was ripping past here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you just jumped onto this video, you need to back it up some, like 2 or 3 videos. I got the beginning of the build series, and I want you to watch from the very beginning. You know, catch up with the rest of the people. Alright? Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.